as well back as well.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And this time we're interviewing you today on the Phantomofthearchfiend show.
Excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. Host of ShxtsandScribbles. Also the lives. The lives as well. On Instagram as well. I've been really enjoying them as well.
Thank you.
The poetry.
Yeah.
Really awesome.
ShxtsandScribbles has completely taken off. Like, it's actually been insane. So from the first episode, only actually happening because my friend wanted me to take it in turns with his live that was every other week, to now having a team being put together of like nearly 20 people, something like that.
Just about.
Oh, okay.
There's a transatlantic slam starting in February, which is going to have 150 artists.
Oh, okay.
We're helping a 15-year-old girl publish her poetry book.
Oh, that's super exciting.
Collaborating with the I'm Not Crazy movement on that. We're starting like a new drive for sleeping bags for the homeless, and we're partnering with a shelter in the States, a homeless shelter for young pregnant women between the ages of 17 and 21.
Okay.
It's like all of a sudden ShxtsandScribbles has just gone
skyrocketed out there.
That's really awesome, because I like the fact that even despite like this whole COVID and everything, right? It's like you've just been able to make moves and such as well.
Yeah.
And been able to like even help the community and stuff as well. So I remember the last time you did come, you did tell me like what he was doing about helping the homeless and about helping people too. In general.
It's really important. Like, homelessness is a massive issue. It's a very, very big issue, and it isn't something that's just going to go away. But unfortunately, there is a lot of stigma surrounding it as well. Which means that people aren't necessarily able to get help or aren't receiving help because of it. So, yeah, I think it's important to be doing as much as we can within the homeless communities, because it will really help like the overall community.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that, because it takes one person to create unity, but I feel like our generations right now, unity and community are very scarce, I would say.
But we have that in the poetry community, so being able to extend that out has just been beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I've been seeing your stuff, and like all the poets and everything that are usually on both of your lives, they all come from all different places and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes you're watching the show and you're like, oh, who's gonna come up next? And like, what's their poetry gonna be about? Who are they coming from and stuff as well? I find it exciting.
There are people from all over the States and all over the UK, different countries in Europe, like India, Malaysia, and like the Far East. You were speaking to somebody from South Africa.
Yep.
It is absolutely global, but in such an intimate way.
Right.
It's really strange.
I'm glad we found that balance between it, though.
Definitely.
Because technology, I feel like, is putting a void on social connection. So to be able to bring that through everything that the world is experiencing, I feel like that's the most beautiful part as well.
I agree.
But do you feel that because of like the way that everything is right now and having to connect through social media because of not being able to travel and do as much, do you think that's made people feel a bit more connected more than usual?
I think it's been an opportunity to be able to connect with people that you may never have connected with in your life otherwise. Like making those connections, those ties and those bonds stronger. Like, that it's down to us how we do that. You know, so a lot of us are having like beautiful connections and relationships with people grow across the world because they're open to that. It's just it's more possibilities and therefore beautiful things are being created.
Oh, so I was trying to ask as well, like, what was the one thing that actually made you want to start ShxtsandScribbles, or even poetry in general?
Ooh.
Dig deep.
So.
Oh, cool. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, so what made me get into poetry in the first place? That would be trauma.
Oh, okay.
Which tends to be like every any poet that's being honest.
Yeah, right?
That's generally why.
Dig deeper into the levels of their past and understand why we started writing.
Yeah, so it definitely started out being trauma, and then it became, this kind of helps. And then it was, oh, I think I'm good at this, and it just kind of continued. But I didn't actually start performing until October year before last.
Oh, okay.
So I've only been performing for just over a year, I think. But it feels like it's been such a short period of time, and so much has happened.
I feel that.
All in one breath.
I feel that.
Yeah, so it definitely started out being more trauma based, but now kind of like I celebrate myself through my poetry, and I also speak up on what society should be, I think, within that. So I've got lots of whys with poetry now, but I also, just because I really love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had to catch myself just then. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to curse or not.
Try and express yourself freely. It's fine. Show you yourself. Okay, but you see like how everything's gone across. I never even realised it only just started last year and
Yeah,
things
October
growing.
2019.
What's that like? Like, did you imagine it'll grow as big as this in such a short time?
No.
Yeah.
No, I definitely didn't.
Damn.
Like in any way, shape or form. Because I remember my first ever performance was in October 2019. I had like my notepad like pressed up against my chest, and I sidled up onto the stage, and the stage was about this high off the ground, right?
Oh.
But I overthought that stuff.
You just... Did you dive at first?
Oh, no, I didn't trip up that time, but it did happen. But even to now, like pre-COVID, I was planning like a US tour, and like actually was being like featured at and booked for events and stuff, and like to look back on that as the me that was just clutching her notepad to her chest, overthinking that step, it's like a million miles away. Basically.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy, man. The fact that like the reference exploded and stuff, and like how you just started and now things just been going so well for you.
Yeah.
Like exceedingly well for you.
Yeah, I'd say so. They definitely have been. I'm very thankful.
Okay. So what's the future plan for ShxtsandScribbles? You know,
For ShxtsandScribbles, future plan.
You can stop outside of it if you want.
I mean, ShxtsandScribbles, 5 years from now, my plan, 5 years from now, we will have like different like hubs around, like both the UK and the States. And so over here, if you're homeless, you can't necessarily get a job because you can't get a bank account or a national insurance number, anything like that with no fixed address, right? But you can use your job centre as a fixed address. Unfortunately, a lot of people, rightly or correctly or incorrectly so, don't trust the system. So the hubs would be a place which could, provide a fixed address. Would have signposting to like therapy, different services, helping with shelter, helping to sort of get long-term, like a forever home, I guess, like a proper home, like education, even through to physical health, like just being a hub for helping the community, but helping to actually integrate the community rather than just being something that really stands out for like negative ways, really. But yeah, that's the ShxtsandScribbles plan 5 years from now.
Okay, man, I actually really appreciate that because it's like you're doing such big things and stuff that's really going to actually impact the community. And I just feel like, especially nowadays, we really need something. Like, considering the fact that, like, you got things like the government taking away, like, youth clubs and all the sorts of stuff like that, that before, when I was younger, would actually help people to go on trips and go to places that otherwise they couldn't afford to go to.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So it's like, I feel like this could be something that could really actually bring something similar like that back.
Yeah.
And even help people that are less fortunate, that are outside in the streets, that actually can't do stuff for themselves, and actually help them to be like, get back on their feet.
That's the plan. Like, that's the plan. Like, just helping people to have the opportunities that they should have. Really. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it pans out. As for me, 5 years from now, don't know what that looks like yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And I'm excited.
I guess so. That certainly kind of can be exciting because you just don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But I'm sure because you're doing like positive things, like there's lots of positive stuff that's gonna come into your
I mean,
life.
even when things have seemed really fucked up, right?
No,
the
seriously.
universe has just directed things to slot in place at the right time. So I'm not even going to attempt to understand what she has in store for the future because I don't understand half of what's happening right now. But I'm really thankful for it.
That's all you gotta do. Just shed your grace.
Yeah.
Okay then, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it here for now.
Okay.
Again. Stop crying now. I'm getting so emotional.
Just had to.
Yeah, after hearing your contribution to society, it just got to me so much. But we're back now. I've got rid of all my tears, as you can see. But yeah, we're back now.
Always let it out, man. Always.
Right? Never hold it in.
Cleanse your soul. Do it.
Don't know if I can cleanse my soul anymore. It's too dirty. But yeah, man. Back to the show. Back, Phantomofthearchfiend, Hazel and Mehmet. Alright. And I just wanted to talk more about, you know what, I think last interview you had as well, when it was interviewing Mehmet, I wanted to talk about the time capsule thing we were talking about before.
Oh.
Yeah, the idea.
I'm gonna need you to.
That'd be cool if we recorded like a bunch of stuff and then buried it and then revisited it. Time capsule.
Yeah. So like.
She doesn't. You're gonna have to tell her.
Oh damn, you forgot.
I'm medically exempt from remembering anything in the short term.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. It's cool.
No, it is a fantastic fucking idea though. It's a beautiful
We should-
idea. It really is.
No, it's cool.
So wait, I have a serious question now. Would it be like artwork?
Like what would we put into the time capsule?
Good point, good point.
Like would you record artwork and then revisit that artwork in 10 years, or would you like write a letter to yourself type shit like?
See, I wouldn't draw for myself because I can't.
I can't draw shit.
Oh,
Straight lines.
fair enough.
Can't do that. I
No,
can't.
I think I'd write myself a letter.
Okay.
And like maybe I don't know, a piece of poetry to myself or something that I won't make a copy of it anywhere else. It would just be like a journal entry to me of some description.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I reckon I'd go to H&M, right?
Yeah.
And buy a load of their jackets and then put them into the time capsule.
So
Okay.
you can see how fashion changes.
Okay.
Because right now,
Yeah.
we're in what, 2000
That actually make you a lot of money.
We're in 2021, right? And we're now like very much enjoying the 90s and early noughties fashion, like the like the jackets and
Y2K
stuff.
era, I love that.
So
Yeah.
I'll just think ahead
Okay.
and put a load of jackets in there, like £100 in H&M, done. 20 years from now, priceless, and I look like an
You're
absolute
fucking
dog.
awesome.
You know what? Yeah, that actually would
That's a
be
good idea.
smart.
That's
Because think about it, 2020. There's like a year of like where history happened.
Yeah.
Coronavirus, COVID-19, and lockdowns and stuff, right? You're the hell's not gonna remember this year, so you put something from this year.
That's true.
That's actually genius.
That's
Think of it as creating memorabilia.
Yeah. You know what's one of the
That
ones?
pie.
Oh boy.
you're funny as hell. Oh god. No, but seriously, that's awesome. Cause you're right.
Mm-hmm.
We do look at stuff from the 80s and 90s, and we're just like, whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, that's when the music was actually much better and stuff too.
I'll be honest though, I don't really like thinking of myself opening a time capsule in 20 years from now.
Why?
Because I don't want to be old.
Oh, okay, you know what? I can relate to that.
Like, I'm already 27, I've had enough.
I think that.
If I could just pause.
I think that age is more of like, depending on, you know, if you take care of your body, if you make sure that you enjoy your age, I feel like age is just a number. You know what I mean?
That's another way to look at it.
Yeah, but I look cute now.
Baby, you're gonna look beautiful when you're older. Yay. No, but seriously, right? Like, I feel like, because where my apartment building was in New York, I used to see a 90-year-old man that looked young. He looked like he was like in his 60s or
No, see,
50s.
I know that I'm going to look phenomenal in my 70s, 80s, 90s and onwards. Like, tattoos, piercing.
Is
like,
it just the idea of getting old?
No, like, I'm going to be a kick-ass grandma, but if I could just like stay here, stay where I am for as long as possible, and then boom, grandma, just ignore the bit in the middle. Yeah.
So you're just gonna fast forward and just like bow?
When I'm ready, yes.
Will that make it kind of a scary process?
No, like just because in my head it would just be, oh, I'm old now.
No, I would not. No, I can't.
That's why it's my imagination.
Yeah, yeah. That is your bubble.
What was he gonna ask me?
Oh, like what? Okay, so if you did do the time capsule, which we should actually, what would you put in it?
Me?
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'll keep it old school, so it won't be like recording. It'll really be just something written and stuff.
Yeah.
Although my handwriting is quite terrible, so people be thinking it's a whole new language you're trying to decipher. But like, I would like to write it though.
Yeah.
And just like probably either keep it in like a kind of book or something. So it could either be like a scrapbook and I'd write it in there.
Okay.
And I did used to draw when I was younger, so maybe I could just do some drawings. But at the same time, I don't think I want to really do any drawings. I won't be bothered to.
Yeah. I can't draw.
Yeah. But funny enough, I am doing the kind of projects to do poetry in my area though.
Nice.
But the thing is, I have to actually just take mostly pictures in my area and describe it and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like really, really fun because it's just like, oh,
That's
I'm
awesome.
bumping to you guys and I just happen to be doing that. And it was just like some project where we just talk about like, describe the area, describe what Southwark is like for you.
Yeah.
And it was just like really like fun to get to go on a Zoom call and speak to different people within the borough. And it's just like, oh, okay, so what do you guys like about there? How would you describe it? How would it smell? How does it feel like? What is this place like? What does it remind you of? And we just kind of make something from that. I can't lie, I'm not so good at the poetry, but I'm good at taking pictures though. So I'm good at that.
And it has manifested itself.
There we go.
Yeah, pretty much it has.
There you go.
It has.
Told you, the universe, man. She knows.
Always knows.
Yeah,
awesome.
always knows, man. That's crazy.
It's life.
But, yeah, you know what? I will actually do a time capsule, like let's say like 1,000 years from now. Like when we're all like dead and gone and shit.
Like somebody's gonna find it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's insane to think about though.
I definitely wouldn't be putting £100 worth of H&M jackets in.
You never get to them.
Oh,
Those for
I would
myself now, though.
I would definitely write
Yeah.
a letter to the future people about the past. Well, about my time. Technically my present. Because I would really love to enjoy, like if I opened up a time capsule, right? I would definitely appreciate clothing.
Yeah.
Because it's fascinating. The evolution of clothing is fascinating. But I would also enjoy a letter of what it was like to live a day in that time.
Photos would be cool though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you get Polaroid photos as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be really cool.
Polaroids.
Wait a
Polaroids.
second. You get Polaroids and then you write like some poetry on the back of them.
Ooh, like a cheeky bit of page poetry, just on the back.
Yeah, that
Maybe a
actually-
haiku.
That would be dope.
Oh, I love that. Now you make me want to do it now.
You should do it.
Yeah. We should actually do that.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
good.
We're gonna do it. Decided. Yeah.
And I truly
It's
mean
awesome.
that right now.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Because who knows who's gonna open it at what time?
And what's
What
it all mean
year?
for them?
Yeah, like, that's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah. Do you reckon though it'll be kind of one of those things where like it'll be kind of like H.P. Lovecraft where like they'll really appreciate it like after and stuff and people will just start making stuff and like stories and movies out of it like after.
Oh my goodness, my life would be the star of a movie. Isn't it kind of like Dear John, but when like they live the narrative of what would have happened through the letters? Like that.
Okay, cool.
That's crazy.
I want, yes. Right.
We're gonna have to, guys.
That's it, guys. We have to do it.
We're about to do it right now.
You know what? It's just one of those ones I'm just talking about it right now and it just gets really exciting talking about it. But then again, like for it to get to the point you want to get to, you won't really get able to see it. Which is the most annoying thing about it because it'll be like off of this earth into some new realm.
We should do one in like multiple areas too. Like, cause you guys are gonna be able to travel soon to like do what you do and like y'all gonna get paid for that shit. So y'all should like every time y'all hit a different region,
Get
marry
someone.
a different
Yes.
one. Yeah.
That'll be dope. Yeah, why not? I think that'll be a good idea.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
I agree.
But anyway, besides the time capsules and stuff, since we've been onto that and stuff, what other ventures have you been thinking about?
Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like life's one big venture, really.
Yeah. Yeah. There are certain things that I want to do, like, before I leave this earth, you know what I mean? Like, 100%. I want to be able to, like, get land.
That's a big one.
I can create, like, generational wealth. Bro.
And have your own space and have more control over it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's like coming from a place where, right? So, States, New York, South Bronx, the hood of the hood. That is the hood. Like, no, some real shit, right? Experiencing life where you don't have not only access to certain things because we're, food desert, right? But also in a certain area where the economic status is very low. You have very limited supplies to transportation, work, food, healthy food anyway, right? Food that's not gonna like kill us all. And then, so it's like the one thing that I want to be able to give the people or the generations that come after me, because it's not only about my kids, it's their kids and their kids. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like land. It's the one thing that'll last forever, but also efficient. Yeah. Land.
And that will only become more valuable as time goes on as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm gonna have one rule. I'm gonna have one rule.
What's the rule?
Don't be a capitalistic fuck. Don't start doing shit over here. Just leave that over there. Leave it on that side.
Adhere to this one rule and I will welcome you to the island.
Yo, that ass, yo. Cause honestly though, that leads everything to a cycle. A cycle of, oh, this got deep real fast. A cycle of systematic oppression, you know what I mean?
And here we have it.
Jesus Christ. Own land, guys. Own land, so we can all reboot the system.
You heard it right now. Take that advice. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Fuck the system, be vegan.
I wouldn't take it that far.
Yeah, I'm good.
Done, live off the earth. Need nothing.
Oh,
Need
no.
nothing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you see, the thing about being vegan,
It's
it'll
really
probably
hard.
only be like, sorry, okay.
Difficult. It's difficult, but you know what? You know what? It is because she's been like introducing me more to like plant-based meals. They're absolutely beautiful. You don't really miss or crave meat.
Oh, really?
Really
No,
want
you
sushi,
don't.
though.
As long as like the
I really want
seafood is a
sushi.
different story, guys.
Seafood's entirely different.
Yeah, like you don't actually really crave the meat because once you feel how clean your system feels, I feel like that in itself carries you through. Yeah, it's actually incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say try for like a day or two, like just all plant-based, like fruits, stuff like that.
But what I was thinking, right, is if you decide to be vegan, like across everything within your life, like you don't need leather and stuff, all of that, and you had land, you could be so self-sufficient that you did not require the government or to be funded in any way.
That's also
anything
true.
like that.
Oh, that could be a free.
That was more the perspective I was going from.
Oh, okay.
Not here are my beliefs, let me push them on you all. Like, no. I was just trying to think of ways to like not have to have anything to do with the outside world.
I
You
like
know what?
that.
I'm gonna agree with that.
Thank you.
Because I was just
Thank
like
you very
thinking,
much.
yeah, but then now that you explain it like this, I'm just like, okay, it makes perfect sense now.
I see where that was tied into.
Thank you.
Okay,
And the penny drops.
that was great.
I
Yeah.
thought so.
Speaking of vegan, do you eat that tofu then?
Yeah.
I've tried the tofu akadashi. It's really nice.
I don't know what that is, I have to be honest. No, I know what tofu is.
Yeah, of course.
The other word.
I think it was just like some kind of like tofu, but it's like some Japanese kind of meal. And it's like kind of like got some kind of seasoning on it. I was like, okay, I always avoid this, so let me actually try it one
And
day.
was it good?
Oh boy, it was the best thing I've ever
See,
had.
Japanese food
Nice.
in general is just fucking beautiful, like really and truly.
Yeah,
it's
this is true.
amazing.
This is true. Their food is
But a
awesome.
lot of it would want to kill me, so
Oh yeah.
it's a fine line. I'm allergic to ginger.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I love
know,
ginger as
right?
well, and it's really nice.
Ginger is awesome.
Yeah. Ginger
So
and
is
honey
avocado.
especially.
Yeah,
Avocado
you're
is
allergic to avocado.
Yeah.
Avocado is my favourite thing.
Oh, damn.
I really miss avocados. Like, not that I like obviously say don't go back, but I really want to be able to eat avocados again.
It's okay. You know what? We're just gonna. I'm gonna serve you a platter, and then that'll just be your day.
My goodbye present.
It's a box of avocados.
I think like for me, I can't really have nuts. And my girlfriend behind here, she can't even have nuts in front of me. Because one of them ones is just a bit difficult because it's just like, damn.
She's laughing. I sense a memory here.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, guys, we're here for it.
Right? Something good attached to this.
We're filming. This is great content. What happened?
Oh, damn. You guys are questioning me now. How did this happen?
Rolls everywhere.
How did this happen? My show.
Let's just have some back.
Sorry.
Well, Layla, can you bring up one?
Yeah. For example, today I had pistachio nuts, and I was gonna bring them with me, and then I was like, "Wait, are you allergic to this?" He's like,
I'm
"Yeah."
just like, if it's nuts, I'm gonna die from it. What the hell?
So basically, don't piss her off because she'll eat a pistachio.
Yes, pretty
But
much.
then wait,
Got
he
it.
said that he's not allergic to peanuts, and that's why I got confused.
No,
Well, that's just
because
being selective.
no, because I swear like a peanut. It's like a legume, right? Like I have peanut butter, but when it comes to nuts, it's like Because I thought peanuts aren't like nuts, right?
So what else are they?
Legumes.
I'm confused.
Huh? Yeah, legumes, aren't they?
Legumes are beans, though, no?
No, I'm confused because I used to eat peanut butter jelly when I was younger, so I was just...
Someone's been lying to
Wait,
you.
you lied to me.
No, I didn't lie to you because when I heard you have nuts, yeah.
You said you would never try peanut butter and jelly.
No, not peanut butter and jelly. What the hell? That's rank.
That's jam. That's what jam is.
Huh?
That's what jam is.
What do you mean? That's what jam is? Oh yeah,
Jelly
okay,
is
jelly.
Jam.
I know, but peanut butter and okay. Have you guys ever had
Jelly
peanut butter and
and-
jelly?
Yeah, peanut butter and jam's actually really
I
nice.
do peanut butter only. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a jam fan. Nah,
It's really
it's
weird
just-
hearing
it
you say
tastes
jam.
weird.
It's really weird hearing you
I
say
prefer
jam.
jelly.
But it's not jelly though, is it?
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
You said it with fucking authority. I felt it. Like, okay.
Oh man, that's so funny.
I think
Yeah.
at this point we're just chatting shit and the camera's rolling.
Things are a good moments though.
Oh my god. Feel
That's so
free to
funny.
give us direction, otherwise this will just continue.
No worries,
It's
no
just
worries.
this is what we do.
Enough about the jelly, jam, whatever you call it, stories, or the peanut butter and jam. Oh, I still can't believe people have that together. What the hell?
No, it's actually really good. It's like, because if you go for like a crunchy peanut butter, which I love personally, I don't think smooth peanut butter should even be a thing, apart from maybe for smoothies. But it can be a bit dry,
Yeah.
so just like a nice thick layer of jam. I discovered it last year, sorts it right out.
I'm not judging you. I totally am, but okay. But
You know
yeah.
what's really good?
I'll
That
just sit in the corner with my pistachios.
No.
oh my god.
Oh boy. Oh.
You're really funny sometimes. You're funny a lot of times, but sometimes you just hammer it on. I appreciate this. I'm teary.
But yeah, since we are on the topic of food right now, actually, I wanted to ask, what's you guys' favorite dishes?
It's really difficult.
Okay.
I really like I want sushi all the time.
Sushi.
All the time.
Sushi, good choice.
All the time.
Sushi's a good choice.
But like milk chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
I can inhale that bitch at speed.
Oh damn. You milk chocolate and it?
You know what?
Yeah.
Cheesecake is like my favorite
Oh,
dessert.
cheesecake.
Oh.
Yeah.
What flavor though? What's your favorite flavor?
I'm vanilla with like a little bit of strawberry syrup. Oh,
Oh.
or oh my god, the caramel syrup is really good too as well.
Oh, okay.
Caramel syrup, caramel drizzle. Oh man, but like food,
Chinese.
no. I was gonna go with like traditional
Oh,
arroz
okay.
y habichuela, y pollo, like which literally
No takeaways.
rice, beans,
Got it.
chicken. No, like if I had a choice, I would like
It's home cooked
side
food
dish of
though.
plátanos,
You still need to make that for me.
mojito sauce,
Mm.
maybe with a patatilla on the side. That's mad good.
Keep
I
saying all the
wanna,
sexy things.
guys. You know what?
Mhm.
You know what? When I come back next time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make everybody a traditional Hispanic meal.
Oh,
That's really
I'd appreciate that. I'd appreciate
That's
that.
really what I'm gonna do.
Okay, Raph will appreciate that, obviously.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have the audience's seal of approval.
Yeah.
Anyway, after like hella laughs and fun times, I'm just gonna end the show for real this time. And yeah, man, thank you for listening to Phantomofthearchfiend and watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, your family friend, your dog, your hamster, whoever.